Alright, so I noticed here, because I knew it was all about the image view, I noticed that inside of our detector here, where we detect the image, on our add-on success listener, so where we actually have the image, we are detecting the image and everything is fine. And right here, I need to pass, so find where we are calling detect faces, or pass our Firebase visions and mutable image. Right here, obviously we have to pass that mutable image to our image view. So we say image view dot set image, pass our mutable image as well, like that. So that should do it. That should help us get to see our image. So let's go ahead and fix that issue where we're not seeing the image and also our text is not good. So we know that image view. So I'm going to say command find here, or control F, and I'm going to find, let's say, image view, because that's where we're setting the image. So right there, analyze should be null. That's wonderful. And inside of our success face detector, that should be null. And that as well. It's got to be somewhere else. Let's find. We need to pass inside of our analyze. Let's see, clear. Right about here. Once we detect, this is inside of our analyze, I believe. Analyze method. At the bottom here where we say face detector, detect image, and we have the on success. So we are indeed hiding the progress. But before we do anything, this is crucial here. This is where we have to say image view. I'm going to set the actual image to our mutable image, because that will be the image that was added. That will be the image we want to show. Okay, that should be it. And also we notice inside of our face detection, we saw that we need to fix something here because this text are squished in together. Let's make them a little bit different. For width here, I'm going to say match parent, so that way it spans all the way. Okay, so I have this two, left and right. All right, I'm going to save this. And every time before I run this app, I actually go ahead and delete it. The reason why is because somehow the version we have of our camera view library, it won't allow me to run this application over and over once it's installed. So there's some issues with the library. So this is the way it works. So I will have to test this on a real device and see if that is still the problem. But for now, that's what we're going to be doing, because we just want to make sure that this actually works. So I'm going to say OK. So every time I make changes, I come here and delete the application to do all over again. It's a pain, but it will work for us for now. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. It's installing, running, I should say. So again, it's going to be asking whether we want deny or allow. So I'm going to say allow. All right, moment of truth. I'm going to click here. Okay, we should have a few photos already. Click on photos. Let me get this photo here. Okay, let's start this over. Let's crop right there. Handy tool. I'm going to crop. It's thinking. Hopefully in a second here we should give us what we're looking for, and voila. Say face, that one smiling is doing that. So very good. And you can see there is our image and says face. It's very small, but there it is. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the points of our face. So the eyes, the nose, and of course the ears. Now the reason why we don't see the actual contour is because we actually not using this toggle, right? In the real device, if you use toggle, then you should see your face and then you should be able to see your contour. Right, so this is looking good. So we need to add face here. This is face, 0, smiling, left eye open probability, and so forth. So 99% of smiling, which is true, because if you look, let's come put it down. If you look, she is definitely smiling. That's why it says 99%. All right, let's go like that. There we go. And the eye open, left eye open, is about 64%. And 98% the right eye. which is totally true. And you can see it even makes sense because she's kind of squinting a little bit because she's smiling or laughing, and that's why the percentages are the way they are. So they're pretty close if you look at that. Let's go ahead and fix this. So we know where that is. Let's go to our adapter. So on bind, I'm going to just add here, I'm going to say face like that. Very good. We're going to go ahead and format this. And I'm going to do the same to this one. Say face. And of course, we're going to go ahead and format as well. All right. That looks good. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to come down here and delete the app again before we run for the reasons that I mentioned earlier. Otherwise, we have issues running because of our library. I'm going to click here and run again. Obviously, it's going to go ahead and ask us again because it assumes it's a new install. I said allow. Let's see if this works now. Click. Photo. Let's go. Let's find, how about this one? Oh, she's not smiling whatsoever. Let's see if this is accurate. Crop. We need to fix that as well. So wonderful. Says probability of smiling is 0% pretty much. Eyes are all open. See 98 and 99%. That's very good. Look at the image. Look at that. It's actually showing everything there. So there's the eyes, the ears, and the nose. And there we go. We have our mouth. So it's definitely closed. Let's go ahead and try some other image. Let's see. How about this one here? Let's crop it down there. Need to fix that. So at this point, we should have our view circulating there. Okay. There we go. So it went and got the main features, the ears. So her next ear should be about there. We have the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Okay. And the probability, she should be 99% or something. 96% probability that she's smiling. And we have 99% of left eye open as well as the right eye. Very good. Let's go ahead and get a better image. So I'm going to come down here and open Google. I'm going to say, I'm going to find, let's search for group smile photo like that. All right, that one, let's click. Let's save that one. Let's find something. I think we'd have that one already. Let's see. Just go to images. This one here is fairly complicated. All right, so those are downloading. Let's go back to our application. Notice I didn't kill it. Click here. Let's go to images. We should have those new images there. All right, let's start with this one here. It's quite a few people. Let's see if this is going to be accurate. It's going to be a tough one. Let's crop. So we should have our progress. Wow, that was fast. Look at that. It went ahead and get all of the faces. In fact, you can see all of the faces are there. Okay. And the probabilities are in. So face 0 is 99%. So it looks like all of them are actually smiling. Very good. Let's go ahead and try with a new one. How about this one? There we go. It's thinking. We need to fix our thing there. All right, there we go. Probabilities, 98%. Smiling. Oh, very good. Is that true? Look at that. All of them are there, and you can see all of the tags in our photo there, faces. All right, so this is working, folks. One thing I want to do is I want to make sure that our progress bar actually works, because at this point it's not working, and that's about it. Let's go ahead and fix that. So let's go back to our bottom sheet, because that's where we have our progress. Instead, I'm going to just make it this wrap content and wrap content, because that way it just takes the whole space, right? So center, that should be good. Let me save this. and stop. Make sure I get rid of this app again. Let's allow. Let's go to images. Let's find her. Crop. And it's still not showing. Alright, so everything still works, but our progress bar is not showing. Let me check again. What might be the problem? Because it's a progress bar and we have this color here. Maybe it's a color problem because progress bar usually takes the theme color, which means it's going to take our accent color. And our frame here, which is this whole button there, is this color here. So if we change this to a different color, let's just call the primary dark. Now we're going to have a contrast of color and we should be able to see. In fact, it was showing, it's just that we weren't able to see, I think, because of the colors. So let's save this again. Let's give it a run, assuming that you deleted the previous install. Okay, this time should work. Well, we changed the color. It's very good. All right, moment of truth. I'm going to pick another image here. Let's get her. And let's give it a try. All right, there we go. You see, it's working. Very good. Now the contrast shows and voila. There we go. Probability 99%. Again, everything is looking great. If I scroll down a little bit, you can see there is the image. All right, so I can come down here again, keep doing what I've been doing. Let's get this one here. She's definitely not smiling. So it's thinking. That was fast. Yep, not smiling at all. 0.004, so not even 1%. That is very cool. So it all works perfectly. Let's go keep testing maybe something else. Again, we could have added other different images, of course. I'm just repeating here because these are the images I have. But you can add all sort of other face images as well. So it's thinking. And voila, probability 87% of smiling. Yes, that is true because she is indeed smiling. So 87%, it's correct. Okay. Go down there, click. This is just fun. Let's get these guys again. Make sure we get all of them. And crop. It's thinking. And voila, all the faces probability is showing. And you can see, there we go. Oh, wonderful. Well, it was a long journey, but I hope you were able to wrap your head around this awesome tool, this ML kit from Android for vision. So we can actually go detect faces and see whether they're smiling or not. Okay, so it wasn't that bad. Now, one thing here is that depending on your level of understanding of Android development, which if you have been following us diligently, you should be at a good level at this point. But I hope the code that I've shown you, the code that we've written here, I hope it's not that complicated because the idea is not to make things complicated, right? Google doesn't want to make things too complicated because they want you to use their tools, right? So always think in those terms. But I do understand also that it can be a little bit challenging at first. So if you're not there yet, this is okay. If the code we wrote doesn't make a lot of sense, what I would suggest you do is to rewatch this section and try to do it on your own, because the more you do it, the more you get a handle of it. That is just the secret. There's no other secret around of becoming a good developer. You just have to keep doing it, learning it, finding answers, asking questions, and keep studying. Okay? And so do that and try to think of other things you can do. Like we did faces here, go back to documentations and look for landmark as in physical landmarks, right? You go outside, there's a landmark. So you can use that API. You can use the QR code API that you saw there. So there's a lot of things you can do. So there are a few limitations and some issues because it's still under development. The ML is a evolving tool. So some things may change. That's the reason why I would make this chapter more or less optional, but nevertheless, it's a good tool for you to start getting used to it. It works fine. There's a lot of things that they're still working on, but at this point is a beta and you can use it, as you very well can see here. Okay, so go ahead and play around with this concept. I know it was a lot that I threw at you, but I did this because I knew you can handle it. All right, well, congratulations, and I'll see you next time.